the number one, the top stock prices per share for platforms are Meta Platforms is number one, Spotify Technology. They come in at a blazing 1 and 2, and then third is Twitter, and they are among the, let's say, top stock market share that are publicly traded in the world. So when you think of platforms, you don't usually think of things like Yelp or Airbnb or Evernote, Fundable, Skype, but they're all in business, in a business context, they're all considered platforms. So platforms, as we've talked about it in the class, has usually been thought of as a communication device between people from the perspective of the users. But from the business owner perspective, and from the investor's perspective, a lot of things would be termed or deemed platforms that are not seen as that don't have the connotation of any kind of performative element or necessarily any identity presentational elements, other than very kind of cut and dried transactional intermediaries. So broadening out the scope of platform in that way, it includes things such as travel, hospitality, crowdfunding, messaging, quantified self. Quantified self includes Fitbit, Instant, Lose It, etc., 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 Nike Plus, social commerce, social streams, location, niche working. I don't think I recognize any of those. Oh, Flickster, Goodreads. Goodreads is in there. Whoever's playing outside on the street there has probably got their start on one of these platforms. Live streaming, YouTube Live, Periscope, Instagram. Eventful, Meetup. Anyways, events, music, imagery, album, social bookmarking. I don't know what that is. Instapaper, Evernote, Pocket, Google. So platforms, one of the interesting things about them that I think is something I had never considered before are the fact that platforms provided infrastructure on which other platforms are built. So Amazon this is a quotation from a paper that was produced by the National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine at Arizona State University in 2016. But I think that it's relevant. Digital platforms are diverse in function and structure. Google and Facebook are digital platforms. Blah 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 blah. Amazon is a platform, as are Etsy and eBay. Amazon Web Services provides infrastructure and tools with which others can build yet more platforms. Airbnb and Uber use these newly available cloud tools to force deep changes in a variety of incumbent businesses. Together they are provoking reorganization of a wide variety of markets, work arrangements, and ultimately value creation and capture. So platforms have been also platforms in the cloud, an essential part. This is now 8 years old, 6 years old. Sorry, that's embarrassing. Mm-hmm. Platforms in the cloud are an essential part of what has been called the third globalization, reconfiguring globalization itself. So one could approach the study of platforms from a business perspective, from a media studies perspective, and from an international affairs perspective. because although TikTok is located and based in the United States, it is Chinese owned, and a subsidiary of ByteDance, which is the Chinese company. So the top rated stock prices in the world are some things that aren't directly or solely related to social media or the internet in the sense that we're familiar with. But Amazon, I think you'd have to consider that a platform, is a streaming platform, is number 7 in the top 10. And Alphabet Inc., which is the owner of Google Inc., is number 10. Number 9 is Madras Rubber Factory Limited. Number 1, indisputably number 1 of the most expensive stocks in the world. And it is a multinational conglomerate that owns companies Flight Safely, NetJets, Fruit of the Loom, Geico, Helzberg Diamonds, Lubrizol, Dairy Queen, BNSF, and has a significant minority holding in blue chip companies like Apple, American Express, Coca-Cola, and Wells Fargo. So, yeah, I'd say that social media and platform companies, in the sense that we've been discussing them in the class, have not taken over. We don't live in a platform economy yet, but it certainly seems as though we do, much more so than I realized before beginning this assignment. And it's an important thing as a citizen today, I think, to be aware of the extent to which online platforms are determining the future of the economy and of our politics and our lives. Thank you.